Sorry, my bang was in my face. I got on an Egyptian wig today, bitch. It got bangs and everything. Hey! Oh my god, that's so annoying. Great. But oh my gosh. Hi. Oh my gosh. So I know y'all missed me. Duh. I had some stuff going on with work yesterday. So I had to handle some hoes because Black Lives Matter. Yeet. So I had some, oh Lord. And then I had a situation going on with my kids, my daughters, and it was crazy. So yeah, I'm back. I'm here and I'm motherfucking queer on these hoes. Yeet. So let me say hi to y'all real quick before we get into that. Because I'm mad, y'all. I'm mad. I am mad. Hey, mail girl. Hey. Hi, Sarah. Oh my God, I love you. Teresa, hey, girl. Hey, Teresa, hey, girl. Hey, Queen Boo. Hey. Hey, Black Asia. Tip West. Tip West, I love you. God. Why do you gotta be such a good friend? It's annoying. Hi, Veronica. Hi. Hey. Hi, Stevie. Hey, nigga. Hey, Stevie. No, I got my own. Yeah. But hey, Squidward. Hey, girl. Hey, Mr. Fari. Hey, girl. Hey, Angela. Hi, Robin. K9. Hey, K9. Now, you know I love me some you. I know you done came to cut up. I know you done came to cut because I'm about to I'm upset. But we're about to get in this shit. Hey, Milka. Hey, girl. Hey, Glola. D. Y'all know that's how I say D. Y'all know, that's my girl. That's my boo. Hey, Nicole. Hey, girl. Hey, Jade. Hi. Okay. Now we are here today to talk about a pedophile that's getting away. An alleged predator that ain't nobody doing nothing to fucking about. And I'm sick of this shit. All right. Now, ever since I was younger, I knew it wasn't some right in the water with motherfucking Chris Stokes, okay? It just wasn't some right in the water, all right? And we about to get into this motherfucking shit. We about to get into the shit. Shit, we about to get into some things. All right. Let's get fucking messy. So, Chris Stokes is the queer and that's sagging right there. Yeah. With his arm around Razz B. Now, Razz B, as you guys all know, he's in B2K. He's one of the members. Chris Stokes and Razz B are blood cousins. All right. And Chris has a brother named Ricky Romance. Shout out to Ricky Romance. He's on Station Head. I've reached out to him. So if I could get an interview with him, I'm going to do a part 2 because he alleges sexual abuse from Chris Stokes as well. So I'm gonna see if I could get that worked out. I've already reached out. I'm just waiting. So yeah. So I'm gonna if I can bring him, that would be dope. And we do a part 2 and question him because I believe these men. Like I really don't think that they're lying. I don't think they have anything to lie about. Number one. And then there's really nothing to necessarily gain if, with these type of accusations coming forward can kind of like ruin you or like blackball you or, things in that nature. So what do they really have to gain besides like losing any chance that they have if they have a talent in that same set industry that this bigger head honcho, which will be Chris Stokes, rubbing shoulders and shaking hands with the right people, that he could easily say, don't work with them, they're trouble, and like stuff like that. Right. So it would be better suited for them to just shut the fuck up. If they were really trying to make it. But obviously they want to tell their truth because this is, affected them. They were fucking, it's dramatic. So yeah, let's get into this motherfucking shit, bitch. So Chris Stokes, who made TUG Entertainment, he brought out IMX and Marques Houston, B2K, this group right here called what's that called? Too Much. I think they're called Too Much. They also a member too, and this group also have allegations towards Chris. This is IMX, immature before, the one in the middle, he got the boot. And I'm assuming he got the boot because he didn't want to get poked in the butt. So, but anyways, if y'all see Marques Houston, go home, Roger, in the yellow shorts. And then that's Romeo in the white shorts. And then the one in the green don't matter because he left the group. And I think he left the group because Chris Stokes was trying to touch on him, and he didn't want that. All right. And he also brought us B2K. Y'all seen this picture who missed him, right? Yeah. So he brought us B2K, and he also brought a singer out that also alleges abuse named Quinton, right? You know, and this is Quinton when Quinton, you know, was signed to TUG, signed to Chris Stokes. All right. So Chris Stokes has been running around touching these motherfucking kids for years, y'all. Yeah. And now Marques Houston, you know, people are finally realizing that he was dating a missing teen. No, he ain't dating a missing teen. He engaged to one. And with her age frame, how long has he had her? I'm like, hell no, nigga. You ain't about to just hop, leap, and skip over the fact that your 18-year-old fiance is a missing motherfucking teen. Yeah. So we're about to get into some shit. Okay. All right. Yeah, let's do the shit. Okay. First off, we're going to start with these accusations. All right. With the people saying it out of their own mouth. With them saying it out of their own mouth. Who is this? Sorry. Okay. With the people saying out of their own mouth, let's go to the people. No. Let me hold on right here. Boop. Now this is Razz B.
Because you know what, me and Boog
in 2011, coming forward, saying that Chris Stokes was touching on him. All right. Now let's. What you say, Razz? What you say? No.
Because you know what, me and Boog was in a room together. Chris Stokes put us in a room together and made us do stuff together. You feel me? Me and Jarrell Houston. So it's like I've been protecting people for a long time. I have nothing to lose. I have no one to fear. It's tacky, and I don't give a about B2K. B2K. You know what I'm saying? I am B2K, and if ever gonna get right, you have to come clean. Because you're not gonna live. You're not gonna sweep anything under the rug. I was molested by Chris Stokes and Marques Houston, and that's the truth. Period.
You can say that, but I think it's kind of messy when you got to put other people's truth out there. I don't think that's your place to judge other people.
Well, my truth is the fact that Chris Stokes had me and Jarrell Houston in a room. My truth is the fact.
Okay, I do agree with the I think he's talking to a family member right now. I do agree with her when she says, you know, your story is your story to tell. You know, it's not your responsibility to tell other people's stories. So if you're going to say what happened to you, say what happened to you. You know, don't necessarily involve other people, especially if they haven't come forward or don't want to. You know, so you just speak on you. Now, when he says Jarrell Houston right here, Jarrell Houston is J-Boog. J stands for Jarrell. That is his name. Houston. Now, J-Boog from B2K was supposed to be related to Marques Houston. But they did a lot of lying, so I really don't know. I really don't know. So allegedly, Romeo from IMX was supposed to be related to Little Fizz. And then LDB, I don't know, he's supposed to be related to one of the motherfuckers. And then Marques Houston was supposed to be related to Jarrell. They were supposed to be cousins. All right. But they said that Janae and Little Fizz was cousins because Janae, the singer now, Janae Aiko, she was signed to TUG first. She was with them as well. You know, back in the, you know, the Why I Love You video and stuff, you know, Janae was Little Fizz's love interest in the video. So I was always confused by that. I'm like, if y'all cousins, why is she playing your girlfriend in this video? Gross. Because back then they did like access granted and stuff like that to where you were like behind the scene, you know, and whatnot. So Little Fizz said that Janae was his cousin. Like I heard it out of my own. I was a huge B2K fan. I watched every fucking time. And Little Fizz said that Janae Aiko, the girl, the singer now, the one who go with Big Sean, that was his cousin. So I didn't understand why in the That's Why I Love You video, why Janae played his girlfriend. I'm like, well, all of these girls here, Janae could have played Razz girlfriend. He could have played, you know, you could have took one of their girls and, you know, one of their girls could have been your girlfriend. Like, why is your cousin your love interest in the video? Like, that makes no fucking sense. It's like low-key gross. Like, I got all these, even if I wanted to promote my cousin, she could have been a friend of one of the girls in the video. Like, if she could still been shown. Like, why does she have to be your love interest? And Chris Stokes setting all this creepy ass shit up. Best believe he was the director of the video. Damn near. So I'm like, ew. I'm like, well, you can't switch girls with J-Bug? You can't switch girls with Marianne? Like, weird. Because Janae ended up having a baby by Orion, Omarion's little brother. Now, Omarion and Orion, I believe they're related. The motherfuckers look like twins. Now, I know they related. I know they brothers. I know that's real. You know, when they say that. So I believe them. But I don't believe the whole, you know, Jarrell Houston and Marques Houston. I don't think they're related. But whatever. Here, flip. So, you know, when he says Jarrell Houston right here, he is talking about J-Boog when he speaks. Okay, now listen to what he says about Jarrell.
Well, my truth is the fact that Chris Stokes had me and Jarrell Houston in a room sucking each other. My truth is that hold on, Judy, hold on. My truth is that J-Boog. Hold on, Judy, hold on.
Why does he have to be lying? I don't understand when people are like, oh, he's lying. Why? You wasn't fucking there. And this is why people don't come out in the damn first place. It's because just because it seems unbelievable doesn't mean that it's unbelievable. This is what this man said out his own mouth.
My truth is that hold on, Judy, hold on. My truth is that J-Boog had sex with Leslie. You get what I'm saying? So I'm dealing with everybody's blaming, pointing the finger at me, but ain't nobody backing me. So
Leslie is Omarion's mother. Now, in the last season of Love and Hip Hop, the reason why they made J-Boog retract some of his motherfucking statement in April was about to go in. Like, nigga, I know you ain't talking. I know you ain't talking about me and Fizz Beach. Well, you done slept with Omarion whole motherfucking mama, nigga. Yeah. So it wasn't no secret. So when she said that, I was like, oh, well, I mean, Razz B been said that. He been said that. Did y'all know that Razz B was on Love and Hip Hop and they removed his images? Like Mona and them, they removed him. Yeah, he was on Love and Hip Hop. He's supposed to be on there too. So they can all promote the tour. But they removed him. Why? Weird. And I'm gonna bring that back for the new people in the room. What you say, Razz?
My truth is that hold on, Judy, hold on. Well, my truth is the fact that Chris Stokes had me and Jarrell Houston in a room sucking each other. My truth is that hold on, Judy, hold on. My truth is that J-Boog had sex with Leslie. You get what I'm saying? So I'm dealing with everybody's blaming, pointing the finger at me, but ain't nobody backing me.
Now, he didn't recant shit. Now, don't get me wrong. He did do a video to where he did do a retraction, you know, but out of fear, he even moved out of the country. You know, he just moved back into the United States. I don't know exactly how long ago, but there's a Vlad interview of him, you know, talking about coming back. But he was living in Asia. He wasn't even here. Out of fucking fear. Out of being threatened constantly, you know, and shit like that. Can't even live in your own neighborhood and shit no more, where you normally would be, just because of the threats of what happened to you in your past. Like, that's not cool. You know, like, but yeah, when he says Leslie, he's talking about Omarion's mother. On the last season of Love and Hip Hop, April was about to drop that motherfucking bomb when J-Boog started popping shit. Because April, like, nigga, out of all people that's on this motherfucking stage right now trying to say that's bogus, especially trying to make it seem like I'm hurting Omarion, you fucking his mother didn't hurt him? And y'all wonder why Omarion don't fuck with y'all like that? Yeah. And then y'all want to say that Omarion funny acting. Don't get me wrong. Leslie got to take part in that too, but that's still his mom. So he still has to deal with her. That's his mother. He loves her. So, I mean, there's responsibility that she needs to take as well. Absolutely. And then I do hear that that's part of rumor why Omarion left Love and Hip Hop in the first place. It's because that information was threatened to be exposed. So it ain't no fucking secret. Yeah, J-Boog had sex with Omarion's mom. And, because she is fine, though. Yeah, she a baddie. I mean, look at her kids. I mean, if her children look like that, you know, and this happened back in the day, you know, so this one like no recent shit, you know, but still, it still happened. You know, J-Boog was an adult, you know, but still, like, girls, like, I would have beat his ass. Like, you think you fuck my mama? Like, you a literal motherfucker? Oh, hell no. So, I mean, I get why he don't fuck with them like that. And then you got Fizz putting the icing on the cake with fuck with his baby mama. Okay, X'd. And then you got Razz B out here telling everybody that he got molested and he ain't want motherfuckers to know that. He, you know. So now he ain't fucking with Razz. He got plenty of reasons not to fuck with these niggas. Plenty of reasons. Fizz fucking with his baby mama. J-Boog done fucked his mother. And then you got Razz B out here putting his sexual molestation out there. It's like, well, yeah, fuck all y'all. And y'all wonder why we got doom, 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 touch, doom, doom, doom. All right, y'all said, fuck this shit. Oh, baby, by the way. Oh, baby, by the way. I'm about to be solo on these hoes. They got me fucked up. Literally. They fucking on my family. They fucking on me. They making me fuck my bandmates and shit. I need to get the fuck out of here. And y'all wonder why he be, every time y'all see him, he num your heart and num your, all these goddamn demons around him. And now he got children. And now he don't want nothing to happen to them. So I do not blame him for not fucking with these niggas. I wouldn't fuck with him neither. It just sounds like a whole lot of stress and reliving trauma. But ain't no way in the world I wouldn't hit Lil Fizz right here. Okay, don't get me wrong. I don't want April. You know, if I was a Marianne, you know, I don't want her. But that don't mean that you get to. So, I mean, if you're going to, take these ones real quick. And we could just be on, you know, one of my friends, that my baby mama is cool. But I'm whooping your ass. We're fighting. Like it's happening. But we ain't got to keep fighting. But we're going to fight at least once. Like, I'm not even going to lie. It's going to happen at least once. So that's why people applaud Omarion. Applaud him for what? Omarion, you still need to whoop motherfucking Lil Fizz ass, just like Stormy Alice Mokesha Jenkins still need to say something to Armand Wiggins in this bitch. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I like to hold you motherfuckers accountable. Yeah. So, yeah. You still need to whoop his ass. You still hit him at least right here. You keep going to fight legally, fighting the white way. Fuck all that. Shit, you won, nigga, you won. Now fight him. Shit. Now you got the chance. Shit. Now you got all this illegal shit. All you got to say is that he came over there. He wasn't supposed to. You're supposed to be 300 feet away from my house. And then whoop his ass. Fuck that. He needs to get beat up for that whole ass shit. Here, flip. But I do not blame Omarion for not fucking with these niggas. Now, since y'all have the information that y'all have, Omarion best friends, Razz B, done exposed his sexual molestation, allegedly, and he didn't appreciate that shit. And then you got J-Boog, who hit his mama from the back, doggy style, probably nutted all on the face, all that shit. He bang, bang, ski, all ski, with his motherfucking mama in this bitch. And then you got Fizz, who want to fuck the hole where his kids came out of. So it's just like, no. Fuck everybody. You know? So it's just like, I get it. Okay. So let's finish listening to Razz B. We love your ass.
So this ain't nothing that you can do. This only have nothing to do with you. I don't even care about that film. I'm producing The Boogaloo Kid. The movie's already funded. I want 8% of the movie. I don't care. I'm not tripping off the movie. I'm talking about the principle, and you know what I'm talking about because you're a God-fearing woman. You know what spiritual warfare we're fighting. I'm not tripping, but I got a problem with Fizz. I got a problem with Fizz.
What's the problem?
I got a problem with Fizz because Fizz is the first person to take it in his and he want to make it seem like I'm crazy and like there's a problem. Like I got a problem with.
Nah, his problem right here was because Fizz at that point in time was making Razz B out to seem like, oh, he's this queer, you know, he's just, you know, this queer that, you know, took it an ass and he's trying to blame it on me. And Razz B like, I don't even see what his problem is because he got fucked first. Like, I don't understand why Lil Fizz keep like pushing the blame towards me when he got fucked first. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I mean, Chris Stokes fucked me too, you know, but he fucked him first, you know, or he got fucked first. I mean, he got hit from the back first. Like, I don't understand. Like, what is he mad at? Like, because if I'm gay, you're gay. You know, and this is the problem, is that they relate abuse with being gay. It has nothing to do with the sexuality. Abuse is abuse. You don't get a sexuality due to being abused. I mean, a sexuality due to being sexually abused. Like a woman been abusing you your whole life, so now you like women. No. A man been abusing you your whole life, so not, no. I mean, it's a stigma around lesbians that a lot of lesbians are lesbians because they've been abused. No. Like, they're lesbians because they like coochie. Like, they like boobs. Gross. Whatever. But, I mean, no. So, that's why he was mad at Fizz. Because he was like, nigga, you got fucked first. What you mad at?
But Fizz is the first person to take it in his and he want to make it seem like I'm crazy and like there's a problem, like I did something to him. I never did anything to nobody. Some tapes got out. And we all know what that was about. Obviously, it was in God's will. I just talked to Quinton, dude. I just talked to Quinton for the first time last night. Oh my God.
Quinton Tarver, and this is Quinton. Boop. He was signed to TUG as well. He was a young singer, and he was abused by Marques Houston allegedly. And he has come out on multiple platforms and told his story. And yeah.
Oh my God, Quinton is the same dude and went through the same we walked through. Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of him and Quinton, here's the conversation. Shout out to Worldstar. Here is the conversation between Quinton and Razz B. Okay, let's get into this shit. Let's get messy. Now, this is Razz B and Quinton Tarver. Quinton Tarver was one of the early artists signed to TUG who alleges that Chris Stokes molested him as well, and Marques Houston.
Chris was on the bed. Marques was right there next to me. Once he tried to penetrate me, and then I told him I was bleeding. I said, it hurts.
He said Marques was trying to penetrate him, and it was bleeding, and he told him that it hurts. And mind you, when he's saying these things, this is who's talking. This person was going through those things. Not this grown-ass man, because this is Quinton now. This person was talking. Okay? This was the age. This was around the time this happened. All right? This is what he looked like. All right? Yeah. He was a child.
I laid there on the floor. Chris was on the bed. Marques was right there next to me. Once he tried to penetrate me, and then I told him I was bleeding. I said, it hurts. Wow, what the fuck? It hurt, dude. It hurt. It hurt me. I'm a kid. So he was like telling me that.
He says, it hurts me. I'm a kid. Listen to this boy.
It hurt me. I'm a kid. So he was like telling me that it's okay. So I was like, okay. He put a dick in my booty hole, bro. And fucked me, my nigga. With Chris laying on the bed, watching with the big ass polo, teddy bear, and the big ass pillows on the bed.
Now, Razz B's emotion right now is him like, damn, like, this happened to me. Like, it's like a walk play of his life. You know, so he thought he was by himself, you know, at this point in time. He thought, you know, just because other people, you know, in the group, you know, they don't want to talk about this. You know, they're over it. You know, they just want to try to be rich and move on with their life. But this has truly affected me. You know, so everybody's different. You know, this has fucked Razz B's life up. Like, tortured him. And then with trying to be honest about it, people still not believe you, it just makes it 10 times worse. You know, it's like, damned if I do, damned if I fucking don't. You know, like, this shit is crazy.
Fucking me. and watch it. That shit not cool, bro.
Are you talking about the same room with the burgundy stuff in there?
What?
Was at the time when you was in the room, was the couch like red burgundy, like the?
Now he's talking about burgundy, y'all. Now look, I got my proof. Now y'all know I be going to get my motherfucking receipts. Now look at this shit. Now they talking about burgundy, right? Burgundy, 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 right? Look at this shit. Look at that bedpost. This is IMX. Why in the fuck is they in the bed like that? They are teenagers. Burgundy, burgundy, burgundy. Everything burgundy, like the couch and stuff was burgundy. The bedpost and stuff had burgundy on. This is what they're responding to. This is what they're talking about. Why in this goddamn bed like this? Look at their feet touching in the back. Look, all of them, they touching their feet. Like bros. Like he was having them take these pictures. Chris Stokes was taking these motherfucking pictures, beach. Whenever they get through. Look at this shit. Same motherfucking bedpost, everything burgundy. Look, what color do these guys have on? Look at Amari on them up there actually taking their clothes off. Stripping in these pictures, laughing. Whom are taking these pictures? There ain't no girls in this goddamn room. There are no women in here. Look at them. And you mean to tell me it wasn't no weird shit going on? That it wasn't no weird shit going on. Look at that shit. If there is proof out there and he still has not been apprehended. Look at this shit. They were teenagers. They were kids. These ain't no grown-ass men. Do they look happy? They look happy about it? People take these type of pictures and shit all the time and sell them online to predators and shit. And I believe that that's what they were doing too. Look at IMX when they first came out. Why did they have to sag? Why did they have to wear clothing like that? Why did they have to not have on clothes and shirts and shit? Like, why? Chris Cross didn't dress like that. And they were quote unquote molested too. Like, what was the point? To appease who? Little girls? I doubt it. I fucking doubt it. Yeah. But I ain't stupid. Now, all of this pictures of the B2K were minors. Why are they stripping their clothes? Why are there no women in the room? You can tell by the shadows and shit on the wall that they're the only person in there besides the person, and whoever is taking pictures is sitting. That was Chris. Whoever is taking those photographs is sitting down. Look at all of them sitting on the bed and the photograph is taken. So that means that it's leveled. It's not them picture over them, it's leveled. So that means that they're sitting and taking these pictures. Why? Where are the parents? Like, what was this? But when Razz B comes forward with these type of allegations, I'm supposed to not believe it. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? You got Marques Houston grown as hell, and this is supposedly Chris Stokes' bathroom. I do have a picture of Chris Stokes in the same bathroom. What the fuck is you on the toilet for taking pictures for, bitch? In another man's bathroom. Gross. Yeah. Gross. Yeah. Okay.
The burgundy couch, was it burgundy? No, it was blue.
It was his bedroom.
Chris's room.
I was laying outside the bedroom. I was in Chris's bedroom. He had big polo pillows. And he had a polo teddy bear with a polo shirt on the teddy bear.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was laying out.
Are you talking about the Chris had? Are you talking about that wooden bed Chris had, that real high wooden bed?
Yes, nigga.
Yeah, I know about that bed. Hey, on the side of that bed on the left of it was it that little glass jar with the change in it and the little like futon? Was there a little?
about that? Because you were younger than me.
Huh?
How do you know about that? I said, how do you know about that? You were younger than me. So how do you...
It's some change to the side and this motherfucker picture beach. It's some change to the side. That's a wooden bed, hoe. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know about that?
Quinton, I'm trying to tell you, I walked through the same thing that you walked through. That first time that Marques ever put his dick in my booty was in that room too.
So Marques fucked you too?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my God.
That happened like, I believe that happened like twice, like once there and then like one time like in Vegas, it was like me, Marques, and Chris. And like that shit.
When I told Taz about the shit, she didn't believe me. And I told her, I said he has a black mole on his left nut.
You talking about Chris's dick?
What?
You talking about Marques or Chris's dick?
I'm talking about Marques' dick.
Yeah.
He has a black mole on his nut.
Yeah, he's not circumcised, and he's not circumcised either.
Marques Houston is not circumcised. No.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. He's not.
And he asked me to suck his dick. I told him no. I want him to do that shit. But he wanted me to. Why Chris laid there and watched?
Man, I'm sorry.
Me and Marques being in the shower. He arranged everything. It was so crazy, bro.
Yeah, Chris did the same shit. Chris would try to work through the kids and work through Marques because he already got Marques at a young age, and he would work through Marques to see if. Should have said, man, you say, you know what? This is the type of stuff that makes me upset.
That's nasty.
I didn't know what was going on. Them motherfuckers was either fucking or something, but they was in the bathroom. I remember on the tour bus. Oh my God! The far back, you know, in the back of the tour bus is the main room.
Yeah, I mean, yep. Everything that you talking about, Quinton, I used to walk through the same shit. Chris used to have me have sex. I used to have to fuck Chris all the time. To where it was like, man, this shit's like, it's not even, this shit is nasty, my nigga. I'm like, I'm really looking at this nigga like, this nigga really is gay. Like, this nigga really do like this shit, and I have to participate and do this shit. When can I stop? He's what you call an incest perpetrator, dog. Someone that's close to you, that's like a father figure that would just fucking straight mislead you and take advantage of you. Got platinum plaques and tell you you're not gonna do it.
He said someone's like a father figure. Okay, y'all remember that. Remember that.
If you're not gonna do this, you can't be here if you don't do this. And well, this is certain level, and I don't know where the fuck my mind was. You know what I mean? It's a straight mind fuck control. Real talk. It was a straight manipulation.
They tried to manipulate me. They tried to give me brainwash. It didn't work for me.
Nah, I got out too. It didn't work for me either, homie.
Since it didn't work for me, they got me out the fucking camp. My nigga, they threw I remember going to, I think it was,
let me guess, they threw your shit out somewhere.
Yeah, they did. They did it.
They threw my, guess what?
Off the walls. It was on
Cahuenga Boulevard. Cahuenga or Tahunga Boulevard, the old office, the old Get Hooked office.
My nigga, yes.
Tahunga Ventura.
I went through that shit because old girl from 702 went back and said some shit.
Well, you talking about Iris? You talking about the dark skinned girl? Iris, the light skinned one. You talking about Jamila? I already know.
Is Razz B is talking to for the people that just came in. He is talking to Quinton Tarver. Quinton is also tried out for American Idol too, y'all. He ain't make it far, but he tried. Yeah, Quinton Tarver. He was also alleges allegations against Chris Stokes as well, and he was signed to TUG just like Razz B and them. And he was there's imagery out there too of them all being on stage together, and you will more so IMX that time. My fault, not B2K, IMX. So he was around that era, and so he can relate because the same thing happens to him, and that's who he's talking to on the phone.
No, that's why I said I got this. Jamila.
Yeah, Jamila.
Yeah. Yeah, man, we share.
This shit is crazy. But
I mean,
I'm gonna be okay, dude. I do my function. And
So when you say Chris made you settle, hey, when you say Chris made you settle, like what did Chris have you settle with? Like he tried to give you some money, or he made you sign some gag order or paper?
Chris didn't give me shit, bro. It was just done.
Did he ever threaten?
He told my record company that I could not sing no more.
So
We'll start.
now this is supposed to be the first retraction, and to me, I'm like, where the fuck did he retract? So yeah, so this is a Worldstar exclusive of Razz B after that conversation that he had with Quinton. This is another like Worldstar exclusive of him speaking about what happened.
Exclusive. As I speak my thoughts and give my opinion, I speak the truth. I want to clarify that it's hard when you show compassion for people that you have love for, and sometimes that same love that you give out, you don't receive it back. However, it's really frustrating. It's really hard when I see people like Eddie Long, and I'm still dealing with my situation. You know what I'm saying? And it's frustrating when I'm not getting the communication and people going around making jokes about my situation like it's a joke and trying to make me to be a liar. If you pay close attention to the retraction tapes, I never knew the word retraction until I experienced that day. There was 2 cameras there, and they were trying to find something. Of course, like I was trying to bring the heat down. I wasn't trying to, like I said, cause any trouble for anybody. However, obviously it was really, a problem for them because their image was so important that they lied and that they put some money in my pocket. A lot of people don't know that there's some more tapes, floating around. You know what I'm saying? And there was 2 cameras there that day. You know what I'm saying? And Bug was like, yeah, come on and go. Bug knew, Bug knew more about this meeting. He knew this meeting was set up so they can get me over there and put pressure on me so I could do that tape. Just the same thing.
So the meeting that he's saying, the retraction, to where there was just, who just said that? Friday. They made him retract. So this is basically what he's saying. Long story short, he's saying, J Boog, Omarion, and a few other people were all present when he was supposed to come over there and retract what he said. And on top of that, there was going to be some form of payment, I believe, made due to him saying that. That's why when Razz was talking to Quinton on the phone, he asked him, how much did Chris pay him? Like, how much money did you get? And then he said nothing. I didn't get anything. So Razz was kind of like shocked, like, damn, well, shit, at least we got paid for it. You just got fucked. Oh, okay. But yeah.
When the meeting was set up at Mike Conception's house, they also set up. He also knew about the meeting. He wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Marques Houston was there. Jerome Jones was there. Chris Owens was there, as well as let me see, Amari. Let me see. Yeah, Marques was there. You had Jerome. Yeah, Marques Houston was there. Jerome Jones, Chris Owens, Amari Ishmael Granberry, Chris Stokes, Mike Conception, Zab Judah, myself, and Ricky Romance. And that day we were there. We tried to say
Ricky Romance is his brother, and he's also on Station Head. Shout out to Ricky Romance. And I've reached out to him, and if he agrees, I want to do a part 2 and bring him on here and interview him about all of this that's going on. I also have a short video of Ricky Romance stating some things too. But I also have proof in here. Chris Stokes himself admitting that he's not like that anymore, that he does not abuse people anymore. Basically stating, that's telling the truth. We probably get into some shit. Oh, no, this is almost over.
There's some issues outside of court and outside of that. And the thing is that, being a grown man, you know what I'm saying? It's like, how can I live with this? You know what I'm saying? And, of course, I'm always make music. You know what I'm saying? As far as I'm concerned, the timing of this is not good for my project. I'm trying to move past this. In 2007, before those allegations came out, early that year, I put out I had a #2 selling single in the country. So I was focused on building up my solo career, trying to leave this stuff behind me. But it's obviously ongoing because it's like, how you gonna protect some people that's gonna still go out there and laugh and talk about you like the shit's okay? I protected everybody by not having respect and decency and showing compassion by not putting other people's business out.
And like he said, respected. You know, he tried. That's the problem. You be so worried about affecting other people and other people going through something that you forget about yourself when you're being abused. That's what's not cool.
Okay. You get what I'm saying? Not even out so much in the media. Who wants to actually really file some paperwork? Who actually really wants to put somebody in jail? You know what I mean? Like let's really be real. Like, come on, let's really be moral and let's be fair. Let's be respectful. But like what I'm dealing with, it's not fair. You know what I'm saying? I apologize. You know, excuse your profanity. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we as today we have a certain way that we communicate, we talk to people, and we get our word across. It's like with Jesus Walks. Kanye West may have cuss words or say cuss words, but at that time he was able to save a lot of people's lives with that song Jesus Walks. They can take his Stellar Award back, but they can't take the souls and stuff that he, you know, was able to, you know, God was able to use him to save. You know, so ultimately my point is I don't want, you know, anyone to get the wrong idea. It's not a publicity stunt. I can care less to be honest and really about my album. You know what I'm saying? I'm just another human being. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like I said, I appreciate the opportunity that I have. And I don't want to go down in history when I die. I don't want to be remembered, you know, as a liar. I don't want to be remembered as a clown, as a fool. You know what I'm saying? I want to be remembered as a person that told the truth and stood up for what he believed in. You know what I mean? So as I conclude my video, you know, once again, I said I apologize. I'm never trying to disrespect him or, you know, or offend anyone, you know, when I speak my mind, speak my opinions, but I will continue to speak the truth. If you ask me a question, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not going to water it down. I'm not going to sugar it. And, you know, if I have to do what I have to do when it comes to paperwork wise, you know, to prove to the world, it's like, it's sad, but I mean, your evidence is out there already. Ask Ray J, ask Quinton, ask Razz B, Mario Thornton.
He said, ask who?
It's sad, but I mean, your evidence is out there already. Ask Ray J, ask Quinton, ask Razz B, Mario Thornton. You know what I'm saying? Ask a lot of people in the industry. You know what I'm saying? So, Amari, you know the truth. Marques, you know the truth. Jerome, you know the truth. And for a lot of people that didn't know, Chris Stokes' partner, her name is Katrina Taz Askew. And when I was 14 years old, on my 14th birthday, I had sex with her. And, you know what I mean? I don't know, you know.
Taz is a very close business partner of Chris Stokes. Razz B states that when I was 14 years old, I had sex with her, and she was an adult. Okay. Ray J's alleged abuse does not stem from a man. It's supposed to stem from a female. So it's rumored, allegedly, you know, that from what I heard, now there's, you know, rumors of whatever, but allegedly Ray J slept with her too, underage. So my thing is, when it comes to Mayana Dickey or Mayana Houston, Marques Houston's fiance, how long have you been sleeping with her? You guys just so happen to bond with a runaway? Or did you buy her? Like, we gonna get into some shit though.
What y'all call that, but that's called molestation in the state of California. So it's like that was going on, Chris, Marques, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, when I was old enough.
You said Chris and Marques. And Chris and Marques, to me, I don't care what nobody say, they're in a relationship. Marques Houston is like everything to Chris Stokes. They are in a relationship. I don't give a damn what nobody say. No different than this photograph right here. They said when this photograph was taken, that Marques Houston, that is Chris Stokes' bathroom. That's his nigga. They abuse together. They a team. Shit, they fucking go together. I don't give a damn what nobody say. They are boyfriends.
They used to see what the hell's going on. To pull away from that, you know, people would make comments like, yeah, we don't do that stuff anymore, so I don't think I'm close with, you know, Mario and Razz anymore. So it's like, you know, I didn't, you know, I've always, like I said, I've always tried to show compassion for everyone. But enough is enough. For real. Like, it's enough. So.
Enough is enough. Absolutely, Razz B. Is this the one? Okay. So this is on Vlad, and I'm not gonna play this whole thing because I'm trying to get a motherfucker strike. But this is Vlad and our Razz B on here, and this is his as of most recent interview about this, and I believe this was done in 2019, last year. So now listen to him when he speaks on this issue.
You want to talk about that?
At this time,
and then years later, you come forward with some pretty serious accusations about Chris Stokes.
Mm-hmm.
You want to talk about that?
At this time, maybe that's something I would love to discuss in the future, but at this time, I think it's important that I stay focused to, what's really going on in my life now, which is my career, my new music, me being back in the country. And I think it's a little bit it's unnecessary and appropriate because there's other people involved, and I don't want to bring that attention to anybody's personal profession.
I got you, sis. She says she's never seen Chris Stokes. He is the queer in the gray and maroon. His favorite color is maroon. That's why in a lot of these interviews they talk about maroon. It's just something about it. I don't know if he finds it attractive on skin, but this is B2K, all in maroon. Minors in the room, covering their butts. Because as you see at the bottom picture, Omarion's covering his ass because he got booty. He's thick as hell on these hoes, and they were all sleeping with each other, and committing sexual acts, for money and fame. Because that's what they were being told. Maroon bedspread, maroon headboard. Minors, once again. Yeah, he liked like reds and maroons. As you see, that's Chris Stokes too, with this group called Too Much, and there was allegations in that group as well. This is him with B2K. Yep, when they were doing You Got Served. Back to Razz.
Professional life, so I'm sure that you understand, and I hope that you're okay with that.
Okay, so you don't want to talk about the gay accusations or
molestation accusations at this moment. I need to stick to the plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I remember I interviewed Lil Fizz.
Okay.
Me and him talked afterwards.
Okay.
And I asked him about the accusations and so forth. This is the way he described it to me. He said that you, Fizz, and J Boog were working on a reality show.
Okay.
And the reality show was being filmed.
Mm-hmm.
They were gearing up for it and so forth and so forth. I guess Omarion was not part of the reality show.
Oh yeah, bye Vlad. You must give me he must strike my shit. Yeah, so I just wanted y'all to hear that. Like he didn't say that it didn't happen. He didn't retract anything, and this is all of last year. He didn't retract anything. He just said, at this point, I just don't want to talk about that. I want to, focus on my career and what, the good things that I have going on. I won't touch that. So hold on, I gotta find. Let me remove this real quick. I thought I had. Do I? Okay, so I'm gonna find it real quick. 1 second. Give me literally 1 minute. Hey, I'm not going, y'all. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I thought I saved it, but I didn't. But I know where it is. I had the video. It's a good video too, y'all. I was like, no way. But yeah, I was like, oh shit, he admitted that shit, yo. He admitted it. Okay, first we gotta listen to this.
So I'm calling y'all this morning. Why is Omari going on radio overseas and in New York saying I have bipolar and that I take pills? Answer that question, because it only came from one place. Because right now I'm upset. I'm upset and I'm affected, and I've been affected since I was 13 years old, Marques Houston, because I came to live with y'all. So do me hold on.
Now he talking to Marques Houston on the phone, y'all. This is him talking to Marques Houston. He about to go off. He about to go off. He said, why is Omari saying I got bipolar? Because I'm telling my truth. Because Omari, I was supposedly saying he got bipolar because of him stating these allegations, you know. Okay, and he called Marques Houston and cusses his ass out.
I'm calling y'all this morning. Why is Omari going on radio overseas and in New York saying I have bipolar and that I take pills? Answer that question, because it only came from one place. Because right now I'm upset. I'm upset and I'm affected, and I've been affected since I was 13 years old, Marques Houston, because I came to live with y'all. So do me hold on. Let me get it out, and I'm gonna shut up, and hold on. Let me say what I gotta say. Shut up. I didn't tell you to shut up. I said let me humble myself, and then I said I'm gonna shut up so you can talk. I just want to get out. Why is Omari Marques? You're not listening to me. I called you. I called you. I called you this morning, Marques. Why is Omari? I'm trying to talk to you, but you're yelling at me. You're yelling at me. Nigga, fuck you, bitch. Yeah, nigga, hang up. You fucking bitch. There you have it, Marques Houston hanging up the phone on some bitch ass shit. I'm sitting up here trying to keep it cool with.
One more time.
So I'm calling y'all this morning. Why is Omari going on radio overseas and in New York saying I have bipolar and that I take pills? Answer that question, because it only came from one place. Because right now I'm upset. I'm upset and I'm affected, and I've been affected since I was 13 years old, Marques Houston, because I came to live with y'all. So do me hold on. Let me get it out, and I'm gonna shut up, and hold on. Let me say what I gotta say.
Shout out to Bama Girl. I love Bama Girl. I just want to let y'all. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I love Bama Girl. I love you, Bama Girl.
Shut up. I didn't tell you to shut up. I said let me humble myself, and then I said I'm gonna shut up so you can talk. I just want to get out. Why is Omari Marques? You're not listening to me. I called you. Nigga, I called you. I called you this morning, Marques. Why is Omari? I'm trying to talk to you, but you're yelling at me. You're yelling at me. Nigga, fuck you, bitch. Yeah, nigga, hang up.
Yeah, he like hates him. You could tell, like, everything you did to me, motherfucker, I hate you. But let's get into the shit. This is Chris Stokes admitting what he did. Now, at the beginning, it's going to be Ricky Romance talking, which is Razz B's brother, who was also a part of a group that was signed to I believe a group that was signed to TUG Entertainment, which Chris Stokes, let me put him on the screen so everybody knows. Chris Stokes, the man in the maroon, the predator, his goddamn self, Mr. Maroon is in the building. Mr. Maroon, Mr. Chris Stokes. All right. Now, another fun fact about Chris Stokes and Razz B, if you didn't know, because a lot of people say, well, where was the Razz's family? Well, first of all, Chris Stokes is his family. It's his cousin. And Razz B's mother gave Chris Stokes custody over Razz B so that Razz B could tour and whatnot, and gave him parental rights over him. And quote unquote, there was a fee on the Vlad interview that Razz B did. He explains that thoroughly and goes into the fact that, he like basically adopted him. He had like rights over him. So it's like your father/cousin molesting you. A father figure, yet cousin, like, and built enough trust to get him to allow him to abuse him. It's like no different than when a predator like offers a child some ice cream or some candy or something like that. Fame, fortune was the things that he was offered while already trusting this individual and trusting that he would never hurt him. So what Razz B coming out, how he's coming out, and people say like, oh, well, why is he doing all this? And, other people aren't, because other people weren't affected how he was. You know, other people, even while they were being abused, you know, Amarion and Fizz and J-Book, they have families to go back to, you know, that were nurturing them and that were taking care of them. Razz B's mother has had struggles with, you know, certain things and, you know, stuff like that. So she wasn't necessarily, I'm going to say she could have been there more, you know, than she was. And by giving her rights over to, you know, Chris, you know, that says a lot. And so he was dealing with this 365. He was dealing with it every day. He didn't really have a break from his abuse. And this was happening on the daily. I don't know why when people hear abuse, they think it happened like one time. No, this is like on a day-to-day basis. Like Razz B said, he basically became numb to the fact to where the numbness turned into disgust. You know, it's just like, I'm disgusted with this because he knows that it's wrong. You know, he knows. But I mean, when your teacher is teaching you this, why would you think anything different? You know, until you start to see how other people are being treated. You know, he lost his virginity at 14 to a grown woman who is partnered with his cousin who has custody over him, who he's viewing as a guardian or father figure. This is why he's so fucked up. And people wonder, like, what the fuck is wrong with this boy? He can't trust no goddamn body. Like, I mean, are you kidding me? You go through all that shit. People always say what they do until it's time. You can hear something be like, oh, I would never do that, until that situation is actually placed in front of you. As an adult, you know better. He was not an adult when these things were happening to him. None of them were. That's the fucking problem. These weren't consensual relationships that were forced. Anyways, back. Now, Ricky Romance, who is Razz B's brother, is talking in the beginning, and then it'll get into Razz, and then it'll get to them having a phone conversation with Chris Stokes.
Just want to take a little minute to talk to y'all about some facts that should be known.
Okay, the bottom line is he's upset, so he's using his upsetness to say what he ain't gonna do or what he was gonna do. We don't know if he was gonna do that or not. That's bullshit. You need to work on your reality show and The Boys. Okay, what was the purpose of initiating the call, Demario?
They need to know. They've been wanting to know.
Okay, so you told him. You feel better now? He feels threatened, so he may.
You know why he feels threatened?
Yeah.
Because the whole world already knows. Everybody already knows the truth.
Okay.
It is what it is. I ran into a grown man.
Excuse me.
House when I was 13 years old. There when I was 14 years old. Chris made me take showers with the other boys. We had to go to Capitol Records and shit. So, you know, it's like all that little shit that my brother was introduced to, that shit was brought to me first. And I blocked that shit. You know, and I wasn't with it. You know what I'm saying? I backed out. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, I kind of knew. You know, I kind of knew what was going on over there, but yet, I took my brother over to Chris, you know what I'm saying, and I didn't protect him like I should have, you know what I mean? And
I don't do that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. What's my heart? What I'm trying to tell you is that ain't me. That was up years ago. I don't do that no more. I go sit like the bottom line is.
Now, this is Chris motherfucking Stokes on the phone, y'all. And he said, bottom line, this isn't, look, listen. No, I want this shit to be loud. Okay, is that at 100?
I don't do that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. What's my heart? What I'm trying to tell you is that ain't me. That was up years ago.
Saying, and I didn't protect him like I should have, you know what I mean? And
so Ricky feels bad because he knew what was going on. Because the same thing that happened to his brother happened to him. And he felt like he should have protected him better. So he feels partially responsible for what happens to Razz. All right. And that's a hell of a feeling to be walking around, you know, with as a sibling, you know, as a big brother. You know, I'm the reason why my brother, you know, got hurt. You know, but what could he really have done when Chris had custody of Razz? So, I mean, it's different. you know, when you have custody, it's like, how could he truly have protected his brother when he knew the intentions? You know, he had them shower with, you know, each other and, you know, stuff like that, even when, you know, he was coming up, you know, so, and he's his cousin as well. Hey, Danny. Hey, girl. So, and he was his cousin, you know, as well, you know, so it's just like, what the fuck, you know? I know what's going on with my brother. Like, imagine like seeing your brother, you know, with him and on tour and stuff like that, and then just thinking in your head like what he's doing to him. Like, I mean, that's crazy.
I didn't protect him like I should have. You know what I mean?
I don't do that. That's what I'm trying to tell you from my heart. What I'm trying to tell you is that ain't me. That was up years ago. I don't do that no more. I go sit like the bottom line is that I don't feel like getting on the phone.
I didn't protect him like I should have. You know what I mean?
I don't do that. That's what I'm trying to tell you from my heart. What I'm trying to tell you is that ain't me. That was up years ago. I don't do that no more.
He said that was of years ago. That ain't me. I don't do that anymore. So you still you're admitting it. You're admitting it. Like, why the fuck are you free? Like, I just don't understand. Like, I mean, that's like all the proof he would need. I mean, like, why the fuck he ain't got no handcuffs on? If it does not exceed the statute of limitation, absolutely. Absolutely. And Razz B right now is just did a 12 parts documentary. Well, not 12 part. He did 12 episodes and they're all 30 minutes long, and it's called 12 Steps to Something. I gotta I'll look it up. And it's about to come out, and they're all 30 minutes long. So I'm super excited because I really want to see this man's story. You know, now that he has, you know, it seemed like he's gotten some healing, like he's actually trying to deal with it. You know, I really want to see what he has to say because I believe him. I do. I believe his brother. What do all of these people, Quinton, and all of what, besides the people that have things to gain? Omarion has something to gain. Little Fizz has something to gain. J-Book has something to gain. They wanted to keep the B2K thing alive. So their interest in their abuse and how they got abused is different. You know, everybody reacts differently to trauma or differently to things that shouldn't be happening. You know, but maybe part of them felt that, you know, they blamed themselves and they felt like they were willing participants. So they feel like they weren't abused. You know, like, why is Razz tripping? Like, it wasn't that big a deal. Like, okay, we did what we did. It was dumb. You know, it was whatever. It is what it is. You know, we grown now. Fuck that shit. You know, and I feel like that's how Omarion and Little Fizz and J-Bug, I think that's how they all treated. You know, I think that they treated like, look, I don't want nothing to do with that. You know, like, I got enough going on. Like, you know, I just feel like they just don't want to deal with it. They don't want to be a part of it. You know, but a lot of people don't want to be a part of something like, look at the, you know, when the Bill Cosby and the Harvey Weinsteins and people like that. I mean, look, it takes other people sometimes to come forward before you feel enough strength to do the same thing yourself. So if the right parties came forward, you know, and stated like, this happened to me, if J-Book came forward, if Omarion came forward, if Little Fizz came forward, and they all came forward on united front, and then brought Quinton in, and, you know, the people from this group, because there's 2 boys in this group, too much, 2 of these members in this group that alleged the same thing. And then you got Quinton, and then you got Ricky Romance, Razz B's brother, and then you got this motherfucker right here, who's so far in to where he won't want to say anything anyway. And I believe Marques Houston has been getting molested by Chris Stokes since he was young. I don't think that had just started when the other people came along. I think it started long before. And he had been getting away with it so long, no different than like an R. Kelly or Jeffrey Epstein. You know, he'd been getting away with it for so long that people just turn a blind eye, especially when you don't have people coming forward telling their story. And then when they do, they're made to be manic. They're made to be insane. They're crazy. They're psycho. Why? Just because it's something you don't want to hear doesn't mean that it isn't true. You just don't really want to hear it. A lot of people don't like these type of topics. They run from them. But as a survivor of sexual abuse myself, I don't run from it. I feel like you should attack it head on. It's the only way to heal. The only way. The only way to heal. And he has been very damaged by this. All the people that he was supposed to trust, he couldn't. Taz, he was supposed to trust her, and she fucked him when he was 14. He was supposed to trust Chris Stokes, and Chris Stokes had been fucking him since he was 13. Y'all looking at the video, and all of that shit? Yeah, he was being fucked.
Like, the bottom line is that I don't feel like getting on the phone fussing with my cousin.
Nigga, I didn't call to fuss with you.
I just don't do that in my life no more. That's what I'm saying. I'm a whole, you haven't been in my life. You were in my life before, Ricky. If you was around me now, you go, what? That's not my cousin.
He molested motherfucking my brother. And he molested me, nigga. When I say that, it hurts. My family, my nigga. I love my family. What about what I do? What about how I've changed? What about my mom? What about the love that you got for her? What about the way that she feel when she left out of You over talking me, Chris. That's what you famous for doing. You famous for over talking people so that you can be right, Chris. As soon as I get ready to talk and say something that's real, you cut me off.
You gave me stuff on your artist, and I gave it to two people for you. That's what numbers I have on you. On my life.
We're not talking about business. I'm talking about my mom. I'm talking about my nigga, her coming to support your event, and I'm talking about them being escorted out, and why she had to run over to say to give her cousin a hug, and why you didn't run out there and say, Sean, you my cousin. You stay here. Marques, Taz, everybody that worked for TUG, they work for me. You're my family. I love you that much. You can't leave here, LaShawn. Chris, I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk on the phone. I want to meet in person. Talk on the phone. I'm tired of the phone. That's all you ever do is give me the phone and then you don't hang up and you promise niggas shit. All I ever ask, all I'm saying is niggas escorted my mom. Niggas escorted my mom. Why did my mom get escorted out?
Now, this man just said, why did my mom get escorted out? So I told y'all earlier, Razz and Ricky's mother has had some trouble in her life, like drugs and, and all that stuff. So that's why it was easy for Chris to get Razz and Ricky. It was easy. It wasn't hard to do. But they were also prostituting her. These people are fucked up. Y'all don't understand how deep this motherfucking rabbit hole go. You got J-Boog fucking Omarion mom. Taz running around sleeping with everybody underage. Chris running around sleeping with and making them sleep with each other. Their moms being sexually solicited. It's a lot going on. A lot. And then you just hear him out his own mouth admit the fact that he does not do that anymore. Basically saying, I do not molest anymore. I don't do that anymore. Now let's run that shit back. Him saying, I don't molest anymore, basically. You're not around me. You have to be around me now. That was me in the past. I don't do that anymore. We good now. Now I let the kids be. I'm not touching them
like I should have. You know what I mean?
I don't do that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. From my heart, what I'm trying to tell you is that ain't me. That was up years ago. I don't do that no more. I go sit like the bottom line is that I don't feel like getting on the phone fussing with my cousin.
Nigga, I didn't call to fuss with you.
I just don't do that in my life no more.
Yes, the young lady right here say he's producing movies. Exactly. He has been producing whack-ass fucking movies, and every time he try to come out with a group, that shit don't ever succeed because his karma came back to bite him in his motherfucking ass. So he's not doing much. But he does own the rights still to the B2K music. He still does own the rights to the B2K name, and he does still own the rights to like You Got Served, and which was his biggest movie ever. He spent like $80 to make it and made like 20, 40, 50, 60 million off that shit. So but yeah. He's not doing shit. And yes, Razz B did go on the last tour with them, and Razz B left the tour because Chris Stokes kept coming. He kept coming to the shows, and Razz B couldn't take it. He couldn't take it. He would flip out, and Omarion was getting sick of that shit. So they just left. Whatever.
That's what I'm saying. I'm a whole. You haven't been in my life. You were in my life before, Ricky. If you was around me now, you go, what? That's not my cousin.
He molested motherfucking my brother. And he molested me, nigga. When I say that, it hurts. My family, my nigga. I love my family. What about what I do? What about how I've changed? What about my mom? What about the love that you got for her? What about the way that she feel when she left out of You over talking me, Chris. That's what you famous for doing. You famous for over talking people so that you can be right, Chris. As soon as I get ready to talk and say something that's real, you cut me off.
You gave me stuff on your artist, and I gave it to two people for you. That's what numbers I have on you. On my life.
We're not talking about business. I'm talking about my mom. I'm talking about my nigga, her coming to support your event, and I'm talking about them being escorted out, and why she had to run over to say to give her cousin a hug, and why you didn't run out there and say, Sean, you my cousin. You stay here. Marques, Taz, everybody that worked for TUG, they work for me. You're my family. I love you that much. You can't leave here, LaShawn. Chris, I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk on the phone. I want to meet in person. Talk on the phone. I'm tired of the phone. That's all you ever do is give me the phone, and then you don't hang up, and you promise niggas shit. All I ever ask, all I'm saying is niggas escorting my mom.
And like you said, you hang up the phone and you promise niggas shit. He's been promising them things. He's every time he talks to them, it's like, I'm gonna offer you something to make you be quiet. Like, look, you need to shut up. Where's that music at so I can send it over to this person? Like, I'm sick of y'all talking about this shit. Like, stop talking about it. You know, but in this clip, Chris admits it. That is admitting it. He's saying, I'm not like that anymore. If you were around me now, you would see that I don't do that anymore. That is him admitting that he used to abuse them. Why would this boy sit here and say some shit like this? Oh, it's right. Well, it's coming. But he, like he said, like he molested me and he molested my brother. Who the fuck wants to sit there and admit something like that about their own fucking family? But they're lying. What's to lie about? And then he's sitting here on the motherfucking phone telling the boy that I don't do that no more.
I didn't protect him like I should have. You know what I mean?
I don't do that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm not hurt. What I'm trying to tell you is that ain't me. That was up years ago. I don't do that no more. I go sit like the bottom line is that I don't feel like getting on the phone fussing with my cousin.
Nigga, I didn't call to fuss with you.
I just don't do that in my life no more. That's what I'm saying. I'm a whole. You haven't been in my life. You were in my life before, Ricky. If you was around me now, you go, what? That's not my cousin.
He molested motherfucking my brother. And he molested me, nigga.
Okay, now, good point. Because I sure wanted to be in B2K. I felt like I sung way better than motherfucking Omarion. I was like, don't get me wrong, I like Omarion. He can stay in the group, but I need to be in the group because I can make B2K pop. I could dance. I knew all that motherfucking choreography. I was a very badass bitch. And don't get me wrong, even as a gay, I would not have fucked Marques Houston. I would have fucked Romeo. I'm not gonna lie. I would have fucked him. Yes, I would have. But I would not have fucked Marques Houston. Like, no, gross. So, and Chris Stokes, he wouldn't have been able to touch me. He looked like a whole guppy on these hoes. This light, bright, bleach skin ass bitch could have never touched me. Could have never touched me. Oh no, yeah, I suck your dick. Yeah, as soon as he would have put him in front of my mouth, I would have bit that motherfucker off. I would have tried to put the whole goddamn thing, balls and all, in my mouth just to bite that bitch off. Now let's see you touch somebody else's child with it. I would have tried to bite that motherfucker off. She sure would have. Yeah, I'll suck your dick. Let me smell your dick. I can tell. Come on. And I would have bit that motherfucker off. Sure would have.
When I say that, it hurts. My family, man. I love my family. What about what I do? What about how I've changed? What about my mom? What about the love that you got for her? What about the way that she feel when she left out of You over talking me, Chris. That's what you famous for doing. You famous for over talking people so that you can be right, Chris. As soon as I get ready to talk and say something that's real, you cut me off.
You gave me stuff on your artist.
Yes, Chris is rich. I would say he's rich. And I would say that he does have power, you know, especially in Hollywood. Chris has done, you know, some pretty big things. He came out with some great groups, IMX, B2K. He's not necessarily responsible for Janae, but, you know, kind of Janae, you know, her sister, who was Jamila, I think her name is. She was also signed to TUG. You know, You Got Served, and then other movies, you know, that he had did. And so, I mean, he's just responsible for Omarion. And I mean, so yeah, I mean, and he has royalties pretty much to all of that stuff. Omarion's first few albums, all of the B2K music, and B2K did a lot of music. They were shooting out multiple albums within a year. You know, so he gets the royalties from all of that shit. So yeah, I would say, and he has a production company and you know, so yeah, I would say that he is rich. Not filthy rich, but he's rich.
We're not talking about business. I'm talking about my mom. I'm talking about my nigga, her coming to support your event, and I'm talking about them being escorted out, and why she had to run over to say to give her cousin a hug, and why you didn't run out there and say, Sean, you my cousin. You stay here. Marques, Taz, everybody that work for TUG, they work for me. You're my family. I love you that much. You can't leave here, LaShawn. Chris, I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk on the phone. I want to meet in person. Talk on the phone. I'm tired of the phone. That's all you ever do is give me the phone and then you don't hang up and you promise niggas shit. All I ever ask, all I'm saying is niggas escorted my mom. Niggas escorted my mom. Why did my mom get escorted out? Why did my mom get escorted out, Chris? Why did she get escorted out of your party, nigga? My mom is sick. She came to support you, nigga. She don't want shit. Just because you've been dodging her calls, nigga, and she shows up at your party to support you, nigga, don't mean she got to be escorted. Why did she get escorted out, my mom?
Yeah, and exactly when I came back out to get your mother was gone. And niggas didn't have anybody in the party.
Because she feel bad. You made my mom feel this small.
You think you know everything and you have no idea.
You made my mom feel this small.
I know. I can sleep at night because I know all I do things and my people.
No, nigga, you can sleep because you rich, nigga. Hey, Chris, I'm tired of talking, man. Can we just meet up? I'm tired of talking. Can we just meet up for lunch? I'll buy you lunch. And nigga, when I'm gonna pour my heart out to you one last time, my nigga, then after that I'm gonna be a grown man. Chris, you don't gotta do shit for us, my nigga. You don't gotta do nothing. Nigga, everybody asks you to do shit, Chris. Just be family, my nigga. Just if you say it's love and it's really family, nigga, then be that, my nigga. Be just that, my nigga. Nigga, if you was Ricky Romance, nigga, and your brother was Razz B, nigga, and your cousin was Chris Stokes, my nigga, would you still be over there at TUG, nigga, going through that same motherfucking shit that's going on? When y'all family, my nigga, why should you have to do sexual favors, nigga? Why should you have to be molested, nigga? Why should you have to let motherfuckers feel on your nuts and feel on your body?
Yes, Chris is related to.
Nigga, why should you have to let motherfuckers feel on your nuts and feel on your body?
That was like me, right? Okay. So this whole Maya, Marques Houston's fiance, Maya Juanita Dickey, went missing in Eugene, Oregon in August 2016. Last seen August 6, 2016. Circumstances: Maya's birth mother, Paula Harris, lost parental rights in California, and Maya was adopted in California in 2012. Maya ran away from her home in Eugene, Oregon on August 6, 2016 at 8 a.m. It is believed Maya is with or traveling with her birth mother, Paula Harris, or maternal grandmother, Barbara Dotson, in California. First name Maya Juanita, middle name Juanita, last name Dickey. Age when last known alive, 15 in this bitch. All right? 15. Okay? So that was in 2016. Her and Marques Houston are engaged, right? He makes it seem like he just met her 2 days ago and then they got engaged 6 months later, but that's not the fucking truth. They said it's believed that she was going to be traveling with her birth mother, or her maternal grandmother, which I don't believe that's where the fuck she was at. I believe that she was at Chris Stokes' motherfucking house. Yeah, she's gross. And she changed her name to Maya because she's fucking missing. And everybody knew that she was missing. But, you know, she's a gorgeous girl. Very pretty girl. But Marques Houston is 38 years old. So he's way older than her. You know, he's way more experienced in life, all of this shit. But if Chris Stokes, I just feel like Chris Stokes bought her and gave her to him because they were about to, Marques Houston was about to hit the scene again and come back out on tour and stuff like that. And obviously he's gay and he is in a relationship with Chris Stokes. So, you know, Chris Stokes needs him to pop. Chris Stokes needs women to think that he is heterosexual so that people will support him, you know, because the women fan base is the base that they're going to need. Now, you know, there's a shit ton of Hollywood traffickers. Okay. R. Kelly right now has multiple charges right now of sex trafficking as well. Why would I not believe that someone that has been dealing with children is not a motherfucking sex trafficker? Okay. So yeah, I believe that he is into sex trafficking and I believe he bought Mia, whatever the fuck her name is. I believe he bought her from Marques as a cover story. But where they fucked up at is that she was too young and they revealed her too soon. But I believe they're in a rush. Love and Hip Hop was already filming, and if Marques was going to be introduced, they need to introduce him in a certain way. Hence this engagement happening so quickly, you know, and them dating so quickly. Everyone wants to come with this fake ass story and make it seem like that they met each other in Jehovah's Witness and all this shit. Jehovah ain't had nothing to do with this. Jehovah ain't had nothing to do with this. Jehovah ain't have nothing to do with this. Absolutely. That was his beard. That is his underage beard. That is exactly what she is. During the Love and Hip Hop, he talked about her. He did not show her because I feel like he didn't want the world to know, you know, how because when you show people, that's when people start doing your research. So, you know, Marques Houston don't mind people researching him, but I really didn't think he wanted anybody researching her. So, yeah, you are literally dating a missing teen. She is a missing teen. She's just an adult now. So she's been found. We found her because he's engaged to her. That's how we found her. I mean, the bitch is literally still listed as missing because she won't claim her actual name. So it's still listed. You see, it says missing at the top. It doesn't say found. So the bitch is technically still missing because she won't even admit her real motherfucking name. She said her motherfucking name is Maya Houston. So until she takes the name and says, you know, I am Mayana Juanita Dickey, yeah, they can't say that they found her. So in Eugene, she's still listed as a missing girl, basically. And as you've seen, it says last seen alive. When last known alive, 15. None of her family, Paula, her granny, ain't nobody came forward and said that she's been with us this whole time. Nobody. It's like she the only person that knows she exists. When they take family photographs, it's Marques. Is she with Marques or with Chris Stokes and his family? You supposed to be getting married. Where your family at? At least your adoptive family. Like, where are they? Where she's still listed as missing, but she's not missing because here she is, her hair. That's her. It's literally her. Same girl. Same person. So yeah, this isn't a scandal. This isn't alleged. He is engaged to a missing girl. He is engaged to somebody that has been missing since she was 15 years old. Where the fuck has she been? And what has she been doing since 15? Let me find out. Chris bought her. And you've been playing with her ever since. Because I don't care what anybody says. I believe that Marques Houston and Chris Stokes are in a relationship. I feel that they have been dating for years. That's Chris' bathroom. That's his nigga bathroom. What y'all in the bed playing footsie for? Why Marion covering his booty in the bottom of this picture? Why J Book paying so low? Let me find out he hit Omarion first. Yeah. This is a fucking rabbit hole. A motherfucking rabbit hole beach. But don't worry, because I'm going to get to the bottom of this shit. So, on the next, well, I don't know if I could get him like right away, but I'm going to try to talk to Ricky again and try to see if I could get Ricky to come on here and tell his story. I have spoke to him on Station Head like 2 or 3 times. Ricky is amazing. He's super cool, laid back, like he's dope. And so I'm going to try to get Ricky to come on here and, you know, tell his story, you know, and share his story with you guys. So, and yeah, I just feel like it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like this is a hell of a rabbit hole. Like it really is. And it goes really deep. It goes really far. Really far. It really does. I cannot with you, motherfuckers. I can't. Which would have made her 17 in 2018. Right. But we're supposed to believe that they started dating when we can't even account where she's been since 2016. We don't even know where she's been. So was she with you guys this whole time? Because rumor has it that she's friends with Chris Stokes' daughter. Okay. So to sum this up, what we've learned today is that J Boog slept with Omarion's mom. Omarion's mom is sisters with Chris Stokes. No, with Chris Stokes' wife. So Chris Stokes' wife is Omarion's aunt. Right? Right. Chris has been molesting her nephew and her nephew friend, which is his cousin. This is a girl. And then you still got this shit trickling down because just as of recently, all this shit with April and Fizz. And so this, I mean, it's this shit is deep. It really is. It's deep. It's deep. Thanks, Bill. I love you, Naughty Bill. This shit is deep. And we're going to get to the bottom of it. So I want to have Ricky come on here, and I really hope he does. If he doesn't, no pressure, you know, but I would love if he did to have like a respectful interview, just, you know, all lighthearted questions and the questions that he want to answer. If he wants to talk about the molestation, he can. If he doesn't, you know, talk, we don't, it's not necessary. But I would love for him to come on here and, you know, we talk about it, you know, like I think that would be really dope. And Razz B has a series coming out with 12 episodes that are 30 minutes long, and it's called like 12 Steps, you know, or something like that. So I'm super excited, you know, to see what he's talking about now that he's more reserved, and it seems as if he's dealt with some of his anger, to see how, you know, he expresses himself now. So I'm excited, you know, to see that. But I love y'all, and I gotta give her shout out to all of y'all. Shout out to my mods. I love all of you guys. And don't forget to hair flip on these bitches. And we're gonna get down to the bottom of it. So this is part 1. All right. Because whether we get Ricky or not, I have a part 2. And we're gonna keep going down the rabbit hole. Because I got some shit y'all gonna be like, what? And I can prove it. Y'all know I gotta come, you gotta come with these motherfucking receipts on these hoes. But until next time, oh my gosh, I love you guys. No, Romeo was supposed to be Little Fizz's cousin. Or I heard cousin and brother. And then it went to they're not related at all. And then Janae Aiko was supposed to be supposed to be Little Fizz's little cousin, and that's not true either. You know, so I'm just like, oh my goodness, that's all y'all did was lie. And then LDB and Marques was supposed to be related to J Book. This shit is crazy. Yeah, they also implemented Bow Wow as well. Razz B and other people too. They implemented Bow Wow as being, you know, I feel like Bow Wow got a lot of issues. And, you know, Jermaine Dupri has been rumored to where he molested, allegedly, Jermaine Dupri molested both members of Criss Cross. So it's also alleged that Jermaine Dupri molested Bow Wow. And while Jermaine Dupri always feels like he has to come to Bow Wow's defense or bail him out financially or anything like that because of what Bow Wow has on him, a lot of his anger is stemmed towards Jermaine, but he has so much love for Jermaine that, you know, he just won't deal with it. Because when Bow Wow got upset with Jermaine on the first, I believe it was the first season of Growing Up Loving Hip Hop, and Bow Wow started snapping, he was about to go in on Jermaine. He was about to let y'all know, like, this motherfucker been fucking me since I'm telling you. He was about to go in on Jermaine. And they stopped it. They cut that shit because Bow Wow was about to go to fucking in. But Bow Wow has put up subliminal things even on his own social media about him being abused. You know, so he just has not necessarily said who, but I mean, if these boys in Criss Cross said that, you know, it's alleged that Jermaine Dupri molested them. So but I love y'all, and I will see y'all in the next live. Until next time, bye.